welcome back to another episode of Naperville Sports Weekly. I'm your host, Josiah Schneeman. We've got a full slate on the docket this week as the spring sports season rages on. We have some fun matchups, including in boys volleyball. We got boys volleyball with the Neuqua Valley Wildcats traveling to Naperville Central to face the Redhawks. The Redhawks lead 1-0 in the first set until Gavin O'Brien gets the kill to tie the game at 1. However, Central responds with Hudson Warrens getting a kill of his own to break that tie. Later in the set, it's O'Brien again going for another spike, and he converts to make it 13-11 Redhawks. But Central has another answer from Bander Aldoshan, who gets a huge kill to extend his team's lead to 5. In the middle of a rally, Wyatt Yeager sets up Hudson Warrens, who makes a pretty tap to get the point for his team. Neuqua looks to send it over, but the set goes too far and Zach Hurd takes advantage on the kill. Redhawks win the first set 25-23. Jumping ahead in the second set where Neuqua leads 10-6, and it's Noah Cullen with a strong spike that Central can't return. Neuqua keeps finding success at the net as Dylan Subramanian makes a powerful spike to make it a 5-point lead again. Colin Brown serving for the Redhawks, Neuqua on the return, and it's O'Brien setting it up for Subramanian again for another kill. They win set 2, 25-22. We're tied at 7 in set 3 as O'Brien looks to spike it, but Ian Anderson digs it up. Then Aldoshan finishes the job and Central takes a 1-point lead. Match point for the Wildcats, and Grant Hughes serves up an ace to seal the victory as fans and players storm the court. Neuqua takes the last 2 sets to secure a big road win over Central.
You know, I felt pretty good. I was a little nervous because we had just previously lost them in the Tiger Classic, so I knew this was going to be a tough game. You know, like once I got out there, I was completely fine. So.
Yeah, we had a losing streak, but I mean, we always bring the energy every night. The bench is up. We're always popping off. And I think we brought the energy, and once we got a win underneath our belt of a set, we were able to take it easily and get the second set and win the game. First set with a comeback, and we knew we could keep the momentum to the next set, and it was just all rolling from there. We were up. It was feeling good. Everyone was getting happy. The bench was amazing. The crowd was amazing, and it went really well, yeah.
Coming up, we'll show you girls soccer here on NSW.
Oh no, I think I lost my debit card.
Okay, don't panic.
Don't panic, we're in a mall. Some stranger's probably tapping new shoes, tapping a washer-dryer combo, just tapping everything in sight.
It's okay, just tap your phone. With BMO, you can use your phone to freeze and unfreeze a lost card.
I can?
And you can always get a new card instantly at a BMO branch.
I got my tap back.
You ever seen someone this excited about a debit card before?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Not this excited.
When a bank gives you instant peace of mind, that's the BMO effect.
Oh yeah, I'll take one of your specials, my man.
There you go, princess.
We were there when you explored questionable street meat.
Maybe read the reviews next time?
We were there for that. And we're here for everything else. Here it's personal, because we get to know you.
We move outside to the soccer pitch as the Naperville North girls face Bennett Academy as part of the annual Naperville Invitational.
We have some early Saturday morning girls soccer action. Naperville North plays host to Bennett Academy in group play of the Naperville Invitational. Starting the game 5 minutes in, Claire DeCook gets the ball on the left wing as she cuts inside, firing on net, beating Shannon Clark at the near post. The freshman gives the Huskies an early 1-0 lead. Not long later, it's Claire DeCook with another good chance, this time from the right wing, but her effort is soaked up by Shannon Clark. Bennett's turn on attack. Rachel Burns plays a perfect through ball into the path of Anna Casimir, who cuts back on her right foot, getting a shot on net, but Olivia Oshner is there to make the save. Last chance of the half for North, Marina Polavija puts in a cross, but Shannon Clark is quick off of her line to collect. Naperville North goes into the break up by 1. Not even 2 minutes into the second half, Cameron DeCook gets the ball on the 30-yard line as she shoots from distance, chipping Clark. What a goal by the senior to double the lead. Skipping to the end of the half, and Bennett still trails by 2. Kira Petroselli picks the ball up and has a shot on net that is saved and covered by Olivia Oshner. The 2 goals from the DeCook sisters is enough for Naperville North to edge out Bennett Academy by a score of 2-0.
On this play of the week, it's Hudson Warnes making a heads-up play. During a rally, Wyatt Yeager sets him up and he smartly taps it over the net out of reach of any Neuqua player. A pretty play from Warnes using finesse instead of power to get the point.
What's the matter, boy? What are you trying to tell me? Is something wrong?
We live in a safe community, but not a crime-free community. If you see something, say something.
Naperville Animal Crime Stoppers.
Yes, I'd like to report a case of animal cruelty and neglect.
Speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves.
Local news is your lifeline. Let the Daily Herald help you navigate your world with solid reporting, good advice, and a much-needed diversion or two.
The 2023 NFL Draft, taking place in Kansas City, Missouri, is right around the corner. Of course, every year before the draft is the NFL Combine, where college football players perform physical and mental tests in front of NFL coaches, general managers, and scouts. Getting the chance to cover the event in person is a great opportunity to see how these special athletes work up close. Neuqua Valley baseball player Steve Bradshaw was able to experience just that this year.
It was super surreal getting to see all these top college athletes perform there. I got to go and interview a bunch of them, work for social media type stuff, and then watch them on the field compete. The atmosphere was crazy. And just going to see behind the scenes with all these guys you watch on TV is just unreal.
You might be wondering how he was able to experience such a big event. Well, that is because he works as a fantasy football writer for multiple fantasy sports websites when he's not putting in the work in the classroom and on the field. He currently works for both DynastyNerds.com and Face Off Sports Network.
So I've really just been a big fan of fantasy football for many years now, but this past year I just kind of expanded into reading some more articles, and I was like, that's something I can do. Just started doing it, and yeah, it's taken off from there.
For Bradshaw, there are obviously going to be obstacles when his schedule is filled with school, baseball, and his job. However, he is able to make it work because of how much he loves fantasy football.
Yeah, it's a grind, I'm going to be honest, but you got to put in that time. I really just have to make a schedule, which isn't something I was used to before, but I have school, baseball, and then once I get home, it's kind of just relax for a little bit and then put that work in and have fun. But really, it's a passion, so it's not too much of a grind at the end of the day.
Bradshaw looks to continue this passion as a career and is confident he will reach greater heights down the line.
I've done some regular NFL pieces as well. I've done some video content creation as well. So I just want to be more involved with content creation, like writing videos in NFL and fantasy. So it's been super cool, and I think with this entry-level type jobs I'm getting, I can definitely get some bigger job opportunities at the next level.
For Naperville Sports Weekly, I'm Josiah Schuneman.
Let's jump in the pool for some water polo, starting with the Naperville Central girls hosting Mattia Valley.
It's senior night for Naperville Central, where 4 seniors are honored before their matchup with Mattia Valley. Both squads are looking to get back in the win column. The Mustangs are coming off a 9-4 loss to Maine West over the weekend. The Redhawks are looking to erase a 3-game losing streak. Just 2 minutes in, and the Mustangs are on the counterattack. Allison Leslie drops the pass off to Sarah Vokes, who throws it with her back turned to the goal, and the ball finds the net. What a way to open the game. The Redhawks are set up on offense, and Sophia Hayes finds Anika Patel in front of net. Patel is able to hold off the goalie and tie the game at 1. 5 minutes left in the first quarter. The Mustangs get a good bounce off a Red Hawk head and it falls into the hands of Brooklyn Granger. She tosses a lob shot over the Red Hawk goalie and gives the Mustangs the lead once again. Juliana Russo is awarded a penalty shot and she doesn't mess around with the opportunity. Her goal ties the game at 2 with just under 4 minutes left in the first. Mustangs looking to strike and use some good ball movement. Allison Leslie tries to lob it over, but Red Hawk goalie Claire Schiffer stands tall. We're still tied at 2. Leslie is given another chance and is in on goal. She pulls off a 360 trick shot, which gives Mattia the lead. Mustangs score the 5th goal of the quarter and lead 3-2. Now in the second, the Mustangs are applying pressure in front of the goal, but Schiffer makes another great save. It leads to a nice pass to Russo, who works towards the net to find a shot. She edges off the defender and gets the goal to go off the post. It's tied at 3 as we go into halftime. Mustangs with a golden opportunity, but Schiffer does one better and makes the save. She's keeping the Red Hawks in it. With a couple of minutes left in the third, Central draws a foul. They restart and it leaves Russo wide open, making no mistake on the shot. Her goal gives the Red Hawks a 4-3 lead. Red Hawks looking to extend its lead, and they do so. Mattia stops the initial shot, but the ball eventually comes free and finds the hands of Sophia Hayes. Her goal extends the Red Hawks' lead to 5-3, and they go on to win by that score. It's senior night at Naperville North, where the Huskies are set to take on the Waubonsie Valley Warriors. With a win, North can clinch the regular season DVC title. Early on, Kelsey Wessel battles for possession with goalie Nanika Gupta in the corner of the pool. She eventually breaks away from her and tosses in the first goal of the game. Now down 3-0, the Warriors look to respond. Reese Clavey takes a shot, but Ruji Stakavicius is there for the save. She launches a long pass to Sophie Raquel on the other end of the pool, and she fires it into the back of the net. With time dwindling in the first quarter, North is on the attack again. This is Caroline Penlay advancing the ball near the goalie. She fights off the defender and sends it past her. They lead 6-0 after 1. Now in the second quarter, North is threatening again. Raquel takes another shot, but this time Nanika Gupta is able to get a hand on it and prevent another Husky goal. Waubonsie Valley is in need of a rally. This is Alex Skirka firing a shot on goal, but Stakavicius deflects it away. Before she can regain possession, Kaylin Ball reels it in and tosses it past her to make it 7-1. With under a minute left in the first half, Gupta finds Reese Clavey and she turns and fires a missile past the goalie for another goal. After a foul on the Huskies, Skirka has a penalty shot and she capitalizes on the opportunity. That's 3 unanswered goals for the Warriors. Moments later, Naperville North moves the ball to the middle of the pool where Avery Wright gathers herself before sending a shot just past the goalie's outstretched arms. It's now 8-3. Now the Warriors are in possession and looking to respond. Sophie Raquel applies some pressure and forces the ball free. She races ahead with the defender on her back. She's able to keep it away from her and tap it towards Kelsey Wessel, who finishes the job. That one extends the advantage to 11-3, leading to a 15-5 victory for Naperville North. They clinch the regular season DVC championship.
Up next, we have late season badminton here on NSW.
Oh no, I think I lost my debit card.
Okay, don't panic.
Don't panic, we're in a mall. Some stranger's probably tapping new shoes, tapping a washer-dryer combo, just tapping everything in sight.
It's okay, just tap your phone. With BMO, you can use your phone to freeze and unfreeze a lost card.
I can?
And you can always get a new card instantly at a BMO branch.
I got my tap back.
You ever seen someone this excited about a debit card before?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Not this excited.
When a bank gives you instant peace of mind, that's the BMO effect.
finally, we cap off the show with badminton as we got a 204 rivalry matchup between Neuqua Valley and Waubonsie Valley.
Neuqua Valley Badminton welcomes Waubonsie Valley in the final week of DVC regular season competition. The Wildcats can clinch the top spot in the standings heading into the conference meet with a victory over the rival Warriors. Sam Narchetti and Divya Date from Waubonsie Valley competing at 3 doubles against Anna Chuan and Anusha Thate for the Wildcats to start us off. Waubonsie Valley serving to the Cats, and a deep, lofting return falls to the floor behind the Neuqua duo. Point goes to the Warriors. A good rally here later in the set with all players getting in the mix. Eventually, Thate lines a return with a flick of the wrist that hugs the line and lands in bounds. Neuqua takes 3 doubles in straight sets. Now to number 2 doubles, where Deviha Chala and Harshita Bhaskaran from Waubonsie are challenging Arushi Chaudhary and Wonhun Sun from Neuqua Valley. The Warriors get on the board early as Chala makes the initial return before Bhaskaran gets a little help from the net as her shot slips over for the point. However, the Wildcats go on to take the first set, and in set number 2, Chaudhary gets her racket high for a drop shot that falls in for the point to help secure the win, 21-18, 21-16. In the number 1 spot, Nora George and Gant Kanegazapapathi are ready to go for Waubonsie Valley. Hannah George is back for Neuqua Valley, playing alongside Kanyanat Vajwarat, who has played a big role for the blue and gold this season. Hannah George serving in the first set as the Waubonsie duo moves around to ready their returns. Nora George with a nice line drive backhand, but Vajwarat is ready and drops in the point for Neuqua. Later in the set, the Warriors are able to keep their opponents from being the aggressors. Hannah George lines a return, but Kanegazapapathi sticks her racket up and drops it right back across the net for the point. Eventually, the Neuqua pairing is able to seize control, with Vajwarat finishing things off with a strong smash. The Wildcats sweep doubles, including the number 1 matchup. Now to singles, where Vajwarat is competing as the number 2 against Deviha Chala. The Wildcats serving in the near court, and it seems to be a contest to see who can hit it softer. Vajwarat wins that battle with a return that falls out of reach for the point. After a first set win, Vajwarat shows off the power in set 2. Chala is able to make a backhand return, but the smash comes down fast and furious. Neuqua with another win in 2 singles. Waubonsie freshman Tisha Dubé out for this matchup at 1 singles, so Nora George slides up to take on Hannah George, who finished in 3rd place at state as a freshman a season ago. Hannah George looks ready to get back to that state level. Despite some solid returns from Nora George, the Wildcat sophomore is overpowering and rolls through set 1. In set 2, Hannah shows her mastery of the court with a perfectly placed lob that lands right near the back line to end this one. Neuqua Valley continues to roll through the DVC regular season after another strong performance. The Metea Valley badminton captains welcome Naperville North to the home of the Mustangs as 2 top 10 state finishers from the past 2 seasons go head-to-head. Starting with number 3 doubles, where Kaylani Zhang and Vicky G from Naperville North go up against Tanmai Shadat and Vamshika Bejawar from Metea Valley. The Huskies serving and the rally begins. Players keeping the birdie in the air until a great shot from Bejawar lands right on the line for the point. The Mustangs with a sweep, 21-6, 21-8. At 2 doubles, Naperville North once again goes with senior Shannon Chu and her freshman partner Rakshita Ruparel. They will face Ria Alwala and Devanji Kohli for the Mustangs. You don't see many aces in badminton, especially in doubles, but Alwala gets one for the black and gold with a high, lofting shot that just lands inbounds near the back line. Shannon Chu gets Alwala to lob one up, and the senior captain finishes the point with a powerful smash. Huskies take set 1, 21-11. In the second set, all 4 players get involved with plenty of movement across the court in the long rally. However, this point ends in a similar fashion with the power of Chu overpowering her opponents. North takes the second set by the same 21-11 score. And Jana Viswanathan and Sri Batula take on Elisa Romero and Katrina Petrakite from North in the top doubles matchup. Batula serving in the far court, and she shows the quick reaction with a return that goes across the court to an open spot on the floor for the point. Now we see a lengthy rally with Romero going back and forth with both Mustangs early on. Petrakite is able to finish off the point with a strong return. The Mustangs take the first set, and in set 2, Viswanathan uses her power to send a shot down the middle for the point. They take it in straight sets, 21-12, 21-9. The singles rounds get underway. Tanmai Sharat is back at 3 singles against Petrakite. The Mustangs have built a sizable lead thanks to their 4 through 10 singles victories. Sharat in the near court as the rally begins. Petrakite forces her return with a backhand lob and pounces with a running smash for the point. The Husky just gets this serve over the net, but Sharat uses a soft touch to barely get it back over and finish off the point. Nicely done as the Mustang wins a hard-fought matchup 22-20, 21-17. Number 2 singles features Rakshita Ruparel from North against Sri Batula. In the first set, we see Batula moving across the court well, getting low and flicking a return over Ruparel's head that lands near the back line but in play for the point. However, the young Husky does not get rattled. She drops back for the return and quickly lines a shot back over the net and out of reach. Ruparel with a tight victory in 2 sets, 21-16, 21-19. The final singles matchup sees Anjana Viswanathan from Mattia against Shannon Chu, a clash of senior captains. Both players looking spry in this one as Viswanathan picks up this point as Chu cannot reach the return, despite the display of flexibility. However, Chu rallies back and wins the first set. In set number 2, this time the Husky leaps to return the lob shot and gets it to fall just over the net for the point. A straight set win for Chu, but a team victory for Mattia Valley.
In DVC badminton, the Mattia Valley Mustangs face the visiting Naperville Central Redhawks. Mattia Valley looks to bounce back after losing last week to Neuqua Valley, and Naperville Central aims to continue their momentum after beating crosstown rivals Naperville North. We begin with 2 doubles as Ria Alwala and Devon Hikoli of Mattia Valley face Naperville Central's Amaya Liu and Daniela Aldeguar. After winning the first set 21-11, Alwala and Coley take care of business as Alwala secures the win with a drop shot to take the second set 21-13. In 1 doubles, Matthias Sri Patula and Anjana Viswanathan battle back and forth with Central's Hannah Ann and Jessica Pei. The matchup's first set goes to Central 21-13 with the help of Pei's strong overhand hit, finding the back corner to earn the point. Yet the Mustangs respond, with the birdie going back and forth between both sides. Viswanathan's overhand hit launches the birdie into the backcourt to take the second set. In the end, Pei and And are too much for Mattia as they win the third set 21-12. In 4 singles, Mattia's Vamshika Bejawar wins convincingly in 2 straight sets, 21-13 and 21-11. In 3 singles, Tanmai Sharat faces Daniela Aldeguar, and Sharat wins the first set 21-10 and wins the second set here with a nice backhand shot. Next is 2 singles as Ann and Batula battle again, going back and forth. Batula's looping overhand schmack goes over Ann and lands in the backcourt to earn the straight 2-set victory. Last, but certainly not least, are the 1 singles. Pei and Viswanathan both bring their A game. Pei earns a point here with an aggressive overhand slam at the net. Viswanathan responds as she strikes back, putting some venom behind her shot to win the second set 21-13 after winning the first set 21-12. Metea Valley wins 8 out of 10 singles matches and earns the team victory over Naperville Central 12-3.
The regular season for badminton is coming to a close. Naperville North travels to Waubonsie Valley for one last DVC meet before conference next week. Starting off with one doubles between Nora George and Gonth Kanasabapathy taking on Katrina Petratike and Alicia Romero, as the Husky duo wins the first set 21-15. In the second set, the duos go back and forth for this rally that ends when the Huskies can't return the birdie. Finishing off the match for North is Petratike with a strong finish, giving the North duo the 21-13 set 2 win. Next up is two doubles between Shannon Zhu and Rikshita Ruparel, facing off against Divija Shala and Harshita Bhaskaran. The Warriors come out strong with a point. But the North duo was too strong as Ruparel picks up a point. The Husky duo takes this match in 2 sets, 21-11 and 21-10. Time for some singles action with number 3 singles between Manju Balaji and Savithri Subhash as Subhash picks up a point. Responding with a point of her own is Balaji as she drops the birdie just in front of the net. Match point now for Subhash as Balaji can't return the birdie inbounds. Subhash wins the match in 2 sets, 21-10 and 21-7. Two singles is our next match between Diviji Shala and Rikshita Ruparel as Ruparel wins the first set 21-13. In the second set, Shala puts up a good fight, but in the end it's Ruparel walking away victorious with a 24-22 set 2 win. The last match of the night is one singles between Nora George and Shannon Shu. Shu dominates the first set as she shuts out George 21-0. The second set was no different for the experienced senior as Shannon Shu wins the set 21-3. Naperville North finishes off the regular season with a 10-5 win over Waubonsie Valley.
For this play of the week, it's Cameron DeCook scoring from a long distance. She has the ball near the 30-yard line. She shoots from way out, and it's in the back of the net. That's a beautiful chip by the senior who put some air under that shot, and it freezes goalie Shannon Clark. What an amazing play.
That'll do it for the show this week. Next week, we have more prep sports, including our first taste of the postseason with the DVC Championships in badminton. Don't forget, we're always online. Check us out on our website for extended highlights and stories at nctv17.org. You can also find us on social media at nctv17 on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. For Naperville Sports Weekly, I'm Josiah Schuneman. See you next week.